Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Dewalt DCM561 18 volt cordless strimmer. And what I want to do today is to show you around the strimmer some of the features and benefits that it offers. I will also show you how to fit the guard at the bottom, because I know for some people you might be struggling with how to do that. But all I'd normally say just before we start, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, just give us a quick thumbs up. What I do is I'll talk about household appliances, vacuum cleaners normally, there's a bit of tech in there, and I get involved with other products like this. So just give us a quick subscribe and we'll make a start. So for those of you who followed me for quite a while on YouTube, then you'll notice this is a little bit different because I'm outside for a change. I thought I'd come and get some fresh air. But really I wanted to try this. I have used strimmers for quite a few years, but they've mainly been petrol strimmers. And I really thought, because I'm quite an advocate of the cordless product, that I thought I'd try a cordless strimmer. And the reason I've gone for the Dewalt 18 volt strimmer is I have got quite a few Dewalt power tools as well. And what I wanted to try and do was to try and use the same battery and charger from those products to go with a strimmer as well. So what I've done is I've actually bought this is actually the bare unit, so it doesn't include any batteries or the charger. Because to be fair, I've already got 3 batteries, so I thought I'll try and use those on the strimmer as well. So as far as setting up the strimmer, to be fair, I've just unboxed this, so I've not done a huge amount to it yet. Pretty much it was already like this. I've just had to put these 2 parts together, just clip these into place. What I have also done is I have screwed the handle on here. It's quite a soft grip handle. I do really like that. It's quite a nice feel to it. So hopefully when we're strimming with this it should make life a little bit more comfortable. The final thing we need to do is just to put the guard on at the end. Now I must admit the instructions on this weren't brilliant. The instructions I've got are for quite a few different languages, and I did have to read it a couple of times, which is quite rare for me. I'm not normally a huge fan of instructions, but I have figured out how to do it now. So the guard is that part at the end. You do have to put it on. I wouldn't want to try and use it without, so I'm going to show you how to do it. So to do this, it is actually really simple once you know how to do it. So just lie the strimmer on its side on a flat surface. Just rotate this until you can see the notch, and then there is actually another notch going through. And then once you've found both of those and you line them up together, just get a flat bladed screwdriver and pop it in there. And then once you've got the screwdriver in there, just rotate this clockwise, and it's the whole unit, so it's all of it, not just the spindle at the end. So rotate all of that, and then what you'll find is that will undo. So then you can twist that off, and once you know how to do it, it's actually really easy. So just pop that to the side for a minute. If I lie that upside down, then you'll see there that it is quite a simple process to put that on there, and just locate that. So hopefully you saw that. I've just located that over the end, and then you've just got the 4 screws that go in there. So they come in a separate packet. So just again refer to into the box or the instructions. You should find you've got those. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put these 4 screws into here. So now they've got the 4 screws in, so that was really easy and quick to do. Now just grab the spindle again, and we want to pop this back on. So you're just screwing it anti-clockwise to put this back on. And then what you want to do, so you won't be able to do it fully up, that takes quite a few turns. So what we need to do then is to rotate it onto its side, and hopefully you can see here there's the little notch. We need to line the notches back up, and then just pop the screwdriver in here and just twist that. That's it, just twist it so that it's hand tight. You don't want it to come undone. That's it. So now that's in, that's ready to go, because the line here is already installed. But what I will do is, just before we start, while I've got this upside down, I'm just going to show you how to replace the wire. This strimmer uses a 2mm wire. You can use, I suppose, generic wire. Personally, I always try to use the manufacturer's products. So I will provide a link here for some of the wire that I have tried before and has been really good. But what I'll do is I'll just show you how to replace the wire on this, because it is quite a simple process. So to replace the wire, all you need to do is you have got 2 fixings on the side, so you just press those in, and that just pops off. You will notice that it's spring loaded there, so that just helps to keep everything in place. It just pushes the middle spindle down. I mean, at the moment, so clearly we've already got the new wire on here. What they recommend, so they recommend to cut off about 8 meters of the strimmer line. I suppose you don't really want any more than that, so if you are buying a generic one, generic strimmer line, then you find that they come in much longer lengths. As it's on here at the moment, this is the Dewalt manufacturer strimmer line, and there's around between 7.5 and 8 meters on here. I haven't actually measured it, but that's what they say in the instructions. But really, to put the new strimmer line on, all you need to do is just pop the new line in here, so it goes into one of the eyelets on the side, feed it all the way through and through the other eyelet, and then pull it out either side, and then just rotate that. I clearly don't need to do it at the moment because it's already on here. So you just rotate that until it becomes taut, and what you want to do is you just want to make sure that the amount of strimmer line that you've got is even either side. What you'll also find is that you won't want it to come to any longer than that, just the side here. If it does become any wider than that, then all you need to do is just rotate it in a little bit just to pull it in. So at the moment I'm just lining the strimmer line up with the side here, this metal guard, and that at the moment is perfect. So all we need to do is just pop this on. So you're just lining the lugs up on the side, and then once you've popped that on, then we're ready to go. So now that we've got everything set up and ready to go, as far as the battery, so as I mentioned earlier, I've actually gone for the 18-volt version. If you have a look through the Dewalt website, there's loads of different models to choose from, really depending on the needs that you want. But I think for a lot of people, they will go for the certain model of Dewalt product depending on the batteries that you've got. Apparently they sell loads of the bare product, and what I mean by the bare product, as I mentioned earlier, is that it's just the strimmer on its own. It doesn't come with the battery or the chargers. I suppose for a lot of people that's quite a major part of it. It's quite a major expense. But on this one, so I've got the 18-volt 2Ah batteries already, and to put the battery on, it's ever so easy. That just clips on at the top, and you'll hear it clip into place. I suppose part of the battery is you can see, I don't know if you can see because of the light, if you press the button at the end, I can see how much battery I've got left in here. Clearly with this one, it's only the 2Ah battery. I'm not quite sure on the life of it, but as I mentioned, I've already got 3 batteries. I have seen people that are saying they get around 10 or 12 minutes between the lowest and the highest setting on the strimmer, so it'll be quite interesting because I'm going to give it a go, give it a demonstration in a moment. Hopefully you can see here, just behind this fence, there's a whole load of weeds. Just around the property where we live, we've got quite a nice field, but between the fence and the barbed wire behind us, there's quite a lot of weeds that grow, and it's almost in no man's land, but that's why I wanted to give the strimmer a go. So the strimmer itself is actually really lightweight. It's only around 3.6 kilograms. And what you'll find is that if you have used other strimmers before, especially petrol strimmers, then on the whole it is quite a bit lighter. I wanted to try the cordless one because I was fed up of trying to start petrol strimmers. On the whole, if you use them regularly, then starting a petrol engine is no problem. But what we tend to find is, I suppose a lot of people, you tend to put them away for the winter, and as it gets to the springtime where you want to go and do your strimming, then it can be quite difficult to start. So that's really why I wanted to give this a go. The reason you've got 2 settings, the high and the low, is clearly on the low setting, then the battery life that you get will be a lot longer. And also it can depend on what you're using the strimmer for. Now I know that sounds daft. For a lot of people it could just be, say, doing some edging on your lawn. For me at the moment, I've got a whole load of weeds to go out, so I suppose what I want to use it for is probably a little bit more industrial, because some of the weeds are quite thick. Also to bear in mind, and I know it covers it in the instructions as well, to say about the strimmer line, if you are going to use it just say on grass or on a softer surface, then the strimmer line will last a lot longer. If you are going to use it on edging, or if it's going against paving or concrete, then it's just really a reminder that if you're doing something like that, then it could shorten the life of the strimmer line. And then finally, to actually use the strimmer, all you need to do is just press the trigger in at the top, and then you've got one underneath as well, so it is a double action, which personally I think is a really good idea. What you don't want to do is you don't want to have just one on-off button, because you have got the strimmer line at the end, and it can be quite dangerous. So to do that, as I say, just push the trigger down at the top, underneath, and then you'll hear that kick into action. So really, I think I've talked enough about the product now. So what I want to do is I want to go and get my mask, get the gloves. I've already got my boots on, so a bit safety conscious, and then we'll have a go. So hopefully you can hear me okay, because I know where I am at the moment, because it is very windy. But this is what I've got to contend with. So we've got you can see the barbed wire fence, and we've got the small fence on this side. This is the area that I really want to try and clear. So I think the best thing is just to really crack on with it. Quickly show you this. So this is around the other side. To be fair, to do it all, it's probably taken about 20 minutes, so it's not too long. I know it's a little bit unfair on the strimmer, because I think what I was asking of it was quite a lot. And I have got through, it's about 2.5 batteries worth. So each battery was lasting probably around sort of 6-7 minutes. It did tend to vary. I was trying it on the high and the low setting. But I'm really pleased, and I know I've got a bit of a tidying up to do, but that's just using the strimmer and getting rid of lots of the nettles and the weeds. So if you are thinking of buying one of these models, then I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. I hope you enjoyed this video on the Dewalt DCM561 18V strimmer. To be fair, I've really enjoyed doing this video. Not sure if you can hear the cows are mooing in the background. I think they're agreeing that it looks a lot tidier down the side now. To be fair, I have got a bit of tidying up to do, so it's not 100% perfect at the moment. But as I say, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you leave any comments below on the video, whether you enjoyed it, if you didn't, then let me know why. Also, if you have got one of these, if you have got a Dewalt strimmer, then let me know what you think about it. So far the reviews on them have been really good. Be interesting to know what you guys think. Anyway, thanks for watching.